Hello everyone, this is the announcement video. I'm redoing it because I want to go a bit more in depth. So, the first announcement I made was the YouTube announcement. I'm no longer an admin of the YouTube channel. Now with the group itself and the sync folder, I'm still an admin. It's just I decided to drop from YouTube. I just don't care about it anymore. I personally think I've done more than I need to, and no one else was doing anything, so I just kind of left it. And I'm still gonna do videos on my channel, still videos on the hub, if I feel like it. I haven't posted in a while. But anyway, that's the first announcement. As for now, the rules are still the same. Pixel and Notch have not decided to change any. And if you want to get signed in, Pixel's the primary and Notch and Sam have the secondary access codes. So Pixel will get all the codes and Notch will get the ones that are requested to him, and same for Sam. So that's YouTube. And then the second one is the sync folder. So if you don't know what it is, the sync folder is a bunch of people who have decided to share a folder with each other, and this has everything from creations people make to media that's just not on YouTube and even more. There's a lot of stuff. Random documents, audio games, and of course, the biggest, awesomest electronic game sound library. And I'll talk about that in a second. So in the past, we've had a few of these, but they've always been private to test mode insiders. And we decided last year to make another one, a third one, because the other two, I don't know why, but they broke down. So we recreated it, started up the library again, made it cleaner, made it nicer, added an admin system, which I'll get to in a second. I don't remember where that's from. And we're trying to make it more public. So the difference between this one and the other ones, this one has, of course, admin. So Nodge, Pixel, and I are the admins of the sync folder. If you want one of the folders, you can contact us. And if it's a personal folder, we will ask that person if they want to give it out to you or not. So it has some privacy with people only having access to what other people want them to have access to. And it's also portable, so you don't have to sync the whole folder. You can sync parts of it. And we're trying to make it very secure. We don't know exactly how secure it is, but we think it's secure enough. And so we made a big change to it recently. We've added a filter for offensive material versus just standard material. So some people might make some things that people might find offensive, or sentence mix some stuff with games to say things that people might find offensive. And so I wanted to take that into consideration and do something about it, and I sure did. And that's a part of the folder now. So if you want to join the folder, just contact Nodge, Pixel, or I. You can do it in a lot of ways. You can do it on a hub video, on our personal channel, through any of our contact if you have it. If not, you can ask for it. And we can hook you up with the sync folder. And then as far as the library goes, the library is where we record every single sound of electronic games we can, and we trim it. So the roles here, not rules, I'll get to those. The roles are that Pixel and I record, and Nodge trims. I've been trimming it just a little bit recently to help Nodge, and because I felt like it for no reason. The rules of it: if you do join the library folder, please don't add, edit, or delete anything. You can make sentence mixes, you can make trimmed, you can use the samples, but don't edit the samples, don't edit the names, don't add recordings unless you ask us first or we tell you to, and don't delete anything. So we're trying to make it public. Means it's a different feeling, especially for me, because I've I'm so used to keeping it hidden. Uh, and then as far as the rules go, so we made another addition to the sync folder recently, and that was we have a keys folder where previously only admins have access to it. I decided to make a change to that. I put another sync folder inside that keys folder for public access, and that's where everyone can see the list of all the keys possible and the list that everyone and see what everyone is signed into. That doesn't now to clarify that doesn't mean that that they have access to the keys that other people have access to. It just shows them the list of keys that they're signed into, so that if they want to contact them and get the key, or they want to make sure something's syncing between each other, they can. They also have the master list, so if they want to name folders the exact same mirror name, they can. And they can see whose device name is who. And there's that. Another thing we did with the key sync is we added a members folder, which is admin only. And what it does is within this member folder, everyone who isn't an admin, and I think I'm going to add admin folders as well. Every single member of the sync folder, I'm going to include admins later, um, has all of their keys in one place. So if they want to, so they have access to their own keys. If they want to sign in to one of their own things, they can. If they want to give a key out to other people, they can. If they want to give out their whole entire folder, they can. I don't recommend that though, because uh, no one should be editing your stuff, and we will make sure that doesn't happen. But if someone starts editing your stuff because you gave them your folder, well, yeah. But if you want them to have every single key and have access to every key, then I guess. So if you do give someone a folder of yours, um, make sure to tell us so we can write it down. Or you could even do it yourself. You could go into their document and add it to their list. Now, this only applies for the creations media and YouTube. Don't give out the keys to the documents, the games, or the library, or even the public access keys folder without our permission, because then it gets crazy. And not to say we don't have people who aren't trustworthy in here, but we just want to make sure we know who has what, and keep track of it, and that nothing goes wrong. So you can only share your own personal keys without asking us permission. Just make sure you either update their key list, or you tell us so we can update it for you if you don't want to. But all of the public keys, you must have permission to share those. I think that's about all I had to say. I'm also thinking of putting an information document information/rules document in the public access, so that if you need help or if you want to view the rules, you can. Which of course you should view the rules. I wish there was a way where you had to view and agree to rules before this, but that's kind of difficult. So that's my announcements video, um, redone, explained in better detail, and I'll see y'all whenever I upload a video. Or if I redo this video for a third time. I don't think so.